Have you ever experienced a season in life where the pressure felt overwhelming? I know we all have difficult moments, right? Moments when the challenges that we faced seemed relentless and the silence around us felt confusing. During those times, it is natural to wonder if something has gone wrong, or even to question whether you have been forgotten. What is happening? But what if I tell you those battles carry a different meaning? What if the season that felt like crushing, crushing pressure are actually moments of refinement in your own life? Have faith. In today's reflection, I want to invite you to explore a powerful perspective of challenging times. That some of the hardest battles in lives may not be signs of abandonment, but actually they may be evidence that something meaningful is being prepared within you. Trust God. Trust the process. This is Life Wisdom with Dr. T, a space where healing meets growth and becoming begins. Let's begin today's reflection by reframing the radical pain that most of us will experience at one point in our life. Many challenges. When people walk through painful seasons in life, one of the most common feeling is isolation. You want to just disappear. It can seem as though everyone else is moving forward while you are standing in the middle of a storm and no help is coming. In those moments, many people begin to question their own faith, or they would wonder whether they have taken the wrong path. But I want to remind you that difficulties do not always signal disapproval or failure. Throughout life, growth often happens in places that feel very uncomfortable and even sometimes uncertain. Think about the valley does not always represent the end of the journey. And sometimes it is simply the space where strength, patience, and clarity are quietly developing. And often the depth of that valley becomes the very foundation for a future perspective that could have been formed, that could not have been formed any other way. You must experience the crushing moments that are not ends but preparation. We know that nature itself offers a powerful reminder of the pressure, of how pressure can create transformation. Let's think, for example, about olives, how they are made. Olives release oil when they are pressed. Another example, we look at grapes. Grapes become wine only through a process that first crushes them, allowing them to ferment with time. In a similar way, potential often are hidden or are hidden encounters in resistance. Life challenges often force us to confront our own fears. They will stretch our abilities and discover the strength that might otherwise remain hidden or dormant. What once looked like pressure begins to reveal itself as preparation because you allowed yourself to go through. Not every struggle exists to break you. Some struggles exist to shape you. After going through the crushing comes the pruning. the pruning of the extraordinary you, because of course you're not going to remain crushed forever. In life, another process that often misunderstood by many is the pruning moment. Just like in nature, pruning can appear harsh because branches are cut away, familiar structures are usually removed from the main structure, and the plant may temporarily look smaller or even look dead. Yet pruning is never meant to destroy. It is not meant to destroy growth. Pruning exists to redirect energy towards stronger and more fruitful development. And it's the same pruning that's happening in your life. Sometimes life follows the same pattern. Certain comforts will disappear in your life. Some relationships will change. Old strategies may no longer work or produce the same results. These moments may feel frustrating, but they can also be invitations to grow beyond the limitations of the past. We limit ourselves a lot. The scars you carry are definitely evidence of how hard you took to get there. Carry them with pride. When people look back at the difficult seasons, they often notice something they did not expect. The trials that once felt unbearable eventually became a source of wisdom. That's true for me. A source of resilience and empathy. Scars often begin to tell a story, not of defeat, but of survival. Scars remind us that even in moments when life felt uncertain, something within us continued moving. And it moved forward. Over time, those experiences also become a source of connection. The lessons learned through hardship often allows us to understand and to support others in ways that theory alone could never. Trusting God allows you to align with your hardest harvest. Eventually, many difficult seasons reveal their purposes. The patience developed during uncertainty becomes strength. The lessons learned through the adversity becomes guidance for others. And the pressure that once felt overwhelming begins to look more like preparation. Instead of asking only, why is this happening? A different question can emerge, and it does. You're no longer asking why, but you're asking, what is this season teaching me? What lessons am I getting from this? Sometimes the battles we face are not meant to define us. They are meant to prepare us for the responsibilities and the opportunities waiting beyond them. So, my dear friends, before we leave today's reflection, I want to invite you to take a moment to consider something important. I invite you to look at the battles you faced today. Do not automatically define your future. They may simply represent a season of transformation, and pressure can feel overwhelming when you are in the middle of it, but often it is the very process that will shape the strength, the wisdom, and the resilience that you're receiving. So if this reflection resonated with you, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel at Dr. T. It's about personal growth and deeper life lessons hidden within our life most difficult moments. And I want to remind you, sometimes the seasons that challenges us the most are the seasons that quietly prepared us for the greatest growth ahead. Please share your thoughts below and come back for more. Thank you.